Charleston White has just done what no one else in the industry had the guts to do. He came out swinging against Tyler Perry, declaring in no uncertain terms that Perry had it coming, and sent the entertainment world into total shock. He says he's not supporting Derek Dixon or taking sides in the $260 million lawsuit, but what he does say is even more explosive. He knows Tyler Perry personally, he's seen what others haven't, and now that someone else finally cracked the silence, it's his turn to speak. What you're about to read is a full breakdown of how Charleston White verbally demolished one of the most powerful figures in Hollywood, and why it might just change everything. Let's not waste time sugarcoating it. Charleston White is not your average commentator. He's raw, unfiltered, and he says what most people won't. So when the bombshell lawsuit dropped against Tyler Perry, accusing the media mogul of sexual harassment, coercion, and power abuse, most public figures stayed quiet. But not Charleston. He bided his time, waited for the industry to show its hand, and then, boom, he dropped a verbal nuke. He went live, and right from the jump, he made it clear, I ain't with no damn Derek Dixon. But that don't mean Tyler Perry innocent. Nah, I know that man. Known him long enough to say, this has **** been coming. Those words alone hit like a punch to the chest. But he didn't stop there. He launched into one of the most vicious, unrelenting takedowns we've seen in years. Charleston White, with all his southern drawl and fire, proceeded to dismantle Tyler Perry's image piece by piece. He went after the clean public persona, the church-friendly image, the billionaire status, and even the so-called empowerment message behind Perry's empire. Because according to Charleston, it's all smoke and mirrors. He's a wolf in Medea's wig, Charleston growled. Y'all think this man is some grandma dressing saint out here helping black folks? Man, Tyler been pimping pain for profit since day one. All that trauma in the movies ain't for healing. It's for control. At that moment, thousands watching the live stream couldn't believe their ears. Charleston wasn't just criticizing Perry's character. He was accusing him of building an empire off the backs of broken people, then hiding behind faith and family values to shield himself from accountability. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. Because this whole firestorm started when Derek Dixon filed that $260 million lawsuit, accusing Perry of manipulating him, groping him, making sexually explicit advances, and then threatening his acting career when he refused. Perry's camp denies it all, of course, calling the lawsuit a shakedown. But that didn't stop Charleston from lighting a match and watching the house burn. He continued, "You think a man with that much money and power got no skeletons? You think he got all them shows on BET just cause he's talented? Nah, bruh, he a gatekeeper, a chess master, and y'all been pawns." Charleston White spoke like he was unloading a decade's worth of observations. He recalled moments where people around Perry would suddenly disappear, careers would stall, or certain projects would never see daylight. He don't cancel people in public, Charleston said. He cancels them in meetings, in emails, in silence. That's power, and that's how Tyler used it. That line cut deep, because what Charleston was saying wasn't just about Perry. It was about the system. A system that rewards silence. A system where a man can be celebrated publicly for being a good black man, while allegedly operating with total unchecked control behind scenes. Then Charleston really flipped the table. "I'm no snitch," he said. "But see, snitching's when you talk before the story out. I ain't do that. I waited till this Derek boy filed his lawsuit. Then I said, oh yeah, it's time." He emphasized that this wasn't about chasing headlines. It wasn't about clout. It was about truth. He said he's not afraid of Perry because he doesn't need anything from him. He doesn't want to roll. Doesn't want to be cast in a movie. "I ain't kissing nobody's behind for no Netflix special," he shouted. "You can't buy me with fame." And if you know Charleston White, you know he means that. He's made a career out of saying the things that kill careers. But this time, his words landed differently. They hit like a sledgehammer. Because this isn't just a random beef. This is one of the loudest voices in modern black commentary, going after one of the most protected figures in Hollywood. But Charleston didn't stop at character. He went at the money too. Y'all better start asking how a man goes from homeless to billionaire off making us look pitiful. You think them white networks didn't love that? Oh, Another movie about a struggling single black woman? Another movie where the black man's a monster? Perry sold trauma like crack. And y'all clapped. He painted Perry not as a creator, but as a manipulator. Someone who sells redemption arcs that never actually redeem. Someone who exploits pain to stay powerful. And now, finally, the machine is starting to sputter. It's important to remember, Charleston White isn't saying Perry is guilty of what Derek Dixon alleges. He's not confirming those details. He's saying that this moment, the lawsuit, the silence breaking, isn't surprising, because according to him, Perry's pattern of behavior has been visible for years if you dared to look close enough. Charleston's explosion of commentary caused a ripple effect. Fans started revisiting Perry's past interviews. Old tweets resurfaced. Former cast members who once complained about creative control and overreach were suddenly being taken more seriously. Hollywood insiders began whispering again. And what's really scary, for Perry at least, is that Charleston White's voice reaches the streets. Not the Hollywood elite, not the press rooms or PR teams. The people. The same people Perry built his empire on. The same people who bought the DVDs, the theater tickets, the BET subscriptions. If Charleston's voice begins to sway that crowd, Perry's entire image could collapse